All right, we made it. This is the last part in my series of how I became an intuitive career coach. In my previous video, I had just filed the HR complaint, and shocking no one, HR said that the award that I'd gotten criteria from my boss and HR that did not match, that was all equitable, and don't worry about it, just trust them. And then my two bosses that were making my life a living hell, gaslighting me, retaliation, all the things, that was just a miscommunication, and they are going to do some training, so that will all be fine too. So that is how much HR helped in that situation. I don't fault them. I think people go into HR to help people, but you are protecting the company every time. So while HR conducted their investigation, I took a leave of absence because I needed to separate myself from the situation and really evaluate if Google was still aligned with my path. In 2011, when I joined the company, very much aligned. I thought I would retire from there. In 2024, it looked and felt very, very different. So during that time, I knew I was getting a swift kick from the universe. I still didn't want to accept that Google was likely no longer on my path. And so it took me a while to get there and realize that, okay, we're not aligned anymore. It's time for me to separate from Google, which was really, really hard because I loved the people that I worked with. I still love, adore them to this day. But I knew that I had to move on because I really didn't want to find out what happened with the universe after you ignored a swift kick like I was already getting. And so in that time, I had to evaluate, like, what did I love about the job? I loved being a manager. I loved supporting my people in whatever direction they wanted to go in their career, making sure they had the right resources, championing them in rooms that they weren't even in, and just making sure that they were supported and guided in the best way that I could. And so I thought about, how could I do that beyond Google? How could I do that outside of the space that I was already in? And I, over the last few years, had started to really reconnect with my own intuition. That started through tarot cards, which I love reading tarot to this day. And from there, talking to spirit guides and really listening more to my own intuition. And I started talking to friends about it, and then they would ask questions, and then we would just work together to help them kind of reconnect with their own intuition in just quick little short bursts. And I found so much joy in that. And so I thought about how much I love doing that, teaching others about it, and just my 20 plus years in the corporate world or in the working world, and the experiences that I had there that I could leverage and partner with my intuitive skills. And so that is how Hippie Heart Intuitive Career Coaching came to be. And if you are feeling stuck in your career or at a crossroads and not knowing where to go next, and you have the answers within you, and I would love to be a part of your journey and help you reconnect with your intuition so you can hear what it's trying to tell you in these moments.